Hey everybody. So I know some people may be curious about what I use as my daily driver, and it does change periodically, but this is what I'm currently using right now and what's going to stay in my pocket for the foreseeable future, at least until I decide to switch it up to something else. Now, what I'm using is several devices, so it's kind of a long video, so stick with me on this. But the first one we're looking at is the Galaxy A53. Now, again, this is a mid-ranger device, and this one is a Boost Mobile variant, so it is sold by Boost Mobile, and it is locked to Boost Mobile's network. I'm not worried about it being unlocked, as I use Boost Infinite and Boost Mobile, so it's not a big deal for me. But the device itself is pretty nice. And I think one of the things that really draws me to it is the fact that I can use it bare. There's no need for me to literally have to go and get a case. When it comes to security for the phone, as you guys see, we do a pattern. There's an in-display fingerprint sensor, and there's even a face unlock detection. Now, the face unlock is not going to be as good as, Apple ID, or not ID, but Face ID, and the Pixel 4's face unlock, but it gets the job done. Um, yeah, so I have all three turned on just in case. But yeah, the user interface with One UI is solid, so I don't get bugged out there, and it does have Android 13. The cameras, since I'm a content creator, is what I really, really like about it. Now, it does lack certain things like image stabilization when you're shooting a video, but it's got some other playful modes that you can get real creative with, like this right here, AR emoji cam. And it's kind of funny how that works out because you can create your own AR emoji. And then when you use this camera, as you can see, my normal face right there, but as you bring it into shot, it changes me to my AR emoji character, which is kind of funny. So I can have fun with this and play around. Maybe I might do that one day. Just a fun little video for you guys I'll make, just using my AR emoji. um, but it's got tons of features packed into it, and it just makes for creating to be a bit more fun. And it's the reason why I enjoy using it. Of course, Android apps are compatible with it because it's running Android 13. I think the other cool thing about it is that it does come with 6 gigabytes of RAM. However, you have the ability to increase it by another 6 gigs of RAM, which pretty much uses up the internal storage to give that amount of memory. So you can literally, like, theoretically push it to a 12 gig, even though it's not a true 12 gigs. You can kind of push it to that point. The next device that I also use alongside with my Samsung Galaxy A53 right now is the Moto G Stylus 5G. Now, I've been alternating between this device and the Pixel 7, but mostly this device is in use. And the reason for it is that it's a bigger phone, so this one I use to pretty much really kind of play around with. You got that nice large 6.8-inch display. It is running Android 12, but it is expected, not suspected, but expected to get Android 13 here soon. So that's always a nice touch to get on Android 13, but it will not see Android 14. Sad, but it is what it is. And maybe I'll upgrade to the next version of the Moto G Stylus when that comes out. But like the A53, this also has 3 different ways of unlocking. You got the biometric fingerprint sensor on the right. You can do a pattern or pin, and then you also have face unlock as well. Again, the face unlock is not going to be as good as Face ID and such, but overall, it's smooth. The user interface is smooth. It's pretty much near stock Android with just a few of Moto's own touches on widgets and features and things. And again, like I said, it's a larger device, so if I want to watch movies and stuff, I can watch it on my Moto G Stylus 5G 2022 model, which is a long name for it, but that's its actual name. But nonetheless, you have the stylus here that you can play around with. It's got some modes that pop up. Now, they're not going to be like, the Galaxy Notes. But, you have several things that, the stylus comes in handy for, as well as gaming and just jotting down notes and even using it as, a replacement to using your finger, You can use it to navigate through screens and swipes. It's pretty responsive. The only downside to the Moto G Stylus is the fact that sometimes it can get a bit buggy, not buggy, but like a little jinky. That's just because it's pushing 4 gigabytes of RAM, and it doesn't have the same thing as the Galaxy A53 where you could expand the amount of memory by taking some of the internal storage, which I wish Motorola would have done that. The cameras on here are pretty sick for content creators, I must say, as you have modes like dual capture video mode, which you can record a video like that. That would be great for unboxings. But then just, for photos itself, you have dual capture mode in photography where you can, have your expression along with what you're looking at and have it all combined in one shot. It's got modes like portrait mode, pro mode. If you really want to get down with photography on this, you can. And you got several other different modes here, night vision and ultra res, panorama, group selfie. There's just tons of things you can do. As a content creator, I find the Moto G Stylus to be very helpful in coming up with idea for videos. And that's what I do. You even have slow motion mode. That's pretty sweet and nice. Now, these phones are sub $200. Well, the Galaxy A53 may be just a little bit higher. Depends on where you find it, but I found them both and got them both for under $200, so that was a hell of a deal. And yeah, they're both pretty solid, and they both got amazing battery life. But for a satellite device connected to these devices, I'm using my Amazfit BIP U Pro. This is a $50 budget fitness tracker. It's more fitness tracker over smartwatch, but just to give you some context on its size compared to the Pixel Watch here. Yeah, so the Pixel Watch has got a bigger display, and definitely the Moto 360 has a much larger display than the Amazfit. But that's okay though, because really, what I do with my smartwatches really is just get notifications and check the time. It is a touch display. You also have a push button crown to the right of it, but the crown serves as just that, pretty much like launching your app list, which the app list consists of things that are pretty much proprietary to it. So it's not running Android Wear OS or anything like that. It's got its own proprietary software. But yeah, you can track your fitness, your steps, heart rate, stress, those types of things. You can even track your sleeping and check the weather. You can control your media from it. It does use Alexa, which I wish that you could actually replace that with either Google Assistant. But hey, it is what it is. And yeah, you get your notifications, check your messages on it. That's really what it's for me. And the cool thing about this is that this watch does not need to be reset every time you want to pair it with the device. Like my Pixel Watch, if I pair it to the Pixel 7 and I want to pair it to the Pixel 6, I have to reset it, wipe it, and do that. With this, it's nothing like that. So right now I have it paired with my Galaxy A53, and yeah, I keep track of my wellness through the app itself. And the interface with the app is very simplified and easy to read, and I guess for me it is. But like I was saying, the cool thing about this watch that you don't have to erase it to pair it. So like I have the Zep app, which is what it uses, and it's on my Moto 360, and all I would need to do is just turn off Bluetooth on my Galaxy A53 and then turn on Bluetooth on my Moto G Stylus, and my Amazfit BIP U Pro automatically will pair with my Motorola, allowing me to continue to provide that information to my fitness tracking app. So really cool, makes it easy to switch from one device to another. You don't got to go through installing every app and every watch face back again. Really nice. So in total, these are the devices that I am currently using and I'm going to be using for now. That could change later. Sometimes I'll alternate between the Moto G Stylus and the Solera 5G Plus. But let me know what your thoughts are. Smash the like button. Thanks for checking out this video.